I think you're
yeah, is that the right word? Funky
smell to it.
I'm gonna make you mine. There's something special about your love. I think it's one of a kind.
Okay, so I realized this is not responsible blogging. So after I kept saying I'm gonna make these steak burgers, I mentioned them in previous blogs. Finally, the night is upon us to make the steak burgers. And like Lisa's like, hurry up, you know, you have to start making the steak burgers. But yeah, I'm like in here seasoning. I'm not showing you what's going on, so follow me. Lisa actually just asked me what this is called. And I'm not entirely sure, so let's go get the one pack that I did save and see what they call this. Lisa's claim is that she wants to Google this anyway. So this is called cubed steak. So that's what that is like. The seasonings that I have out, I have onion powder, garlic powder. This that we just tried here, this is really, you know, for when I do like a regular steak, but I'm like, yo, this is cube steak that I'm gonna make the burgers out of, the steak burgers out of. So I'm trying this. How do you say this? Kinders or Kinders?
I've been saying Kinders, but it probably could be Kinders.
Okay, Kinders and just regular sea salt. I go pretty simple on this. Oh, black pepper, like, yeah, come on, black pepper. I go pretty simple with the seasonings on this because I kind of treat it like steak. And most people tell you salt and pepper, maybe onion powder, but a lot of them stay away from that. They do it like the garlic and the butter and those things. I'm not doing the butter finish to it that I do on the steaks, but I am going to try to get a sear on it. So I am planning on making my pan smoke just like a steak. I'm just not going to make it sit as long. So far I already have the garlic powder. I don't really put a lot, if you can see, of the garlic powder on both sides. The onion powder I got
now the onion powder he goes in on.
Yeah.
And I like garlic powder, but he's like, I like onion powder better. So yeah.
The onion powder. The Kinder seasonings I'm gonna just do on one side, but I'm gonna do heavy on one side.
So we're gonna taste it because we have this one is very salty.
Yeah.
Very, very salty.
It's a good flavor, but if it's just salty,
which
and I haven't been able to master it. Which is crazy because it says it's only like 9%, 200 milligrams. But let's see how this one is. This one is 170. So yeah, but something in this is very salty. I think it's the butter flavoring that they try to put into it. It just gives a salty flavor to me.
But this is the new one we're gonna check out.
So yeah.
Prime steak with black garlic and truffle.
So yeah, that is my pepper side. Now this is gonna get salted on both sides. I know that there's a big debate about no, salt it in the pan because the salt will suck out the moisture, and then there's people saying no, that's foolishness, don't do it. I'm planning on putting this into the pan like fairly soon. It's not gonna sit for hours like in the fridge or anything like that, so that's why I'm gonna salt it right now. I will sometimes use the Himalayan salt, the pink Himalayan salt, which is not,
which is why I'm like, I'm watching you use this salt, and I'm like, I use this salt mostly for like cleaning the fruits and the cast iron pot and stuff like that is what we usually use this salt for. But he likes to use this one ever so often. Again, this is the Wesley's sea salt, fine sea salt.
I really like the more grainy one than this. Alright, time to open this up and we're gonna try this on one side.
He's gonna start the pan now. He has it on high. When I have it on that, he complaining. But
literally, this is the one thing Lisa will not turn up the pan for. Like everything else, she's like, no, I'm gonna get it there quicker or it'll cook, and I'm like, no. But Lisa is the better cook out of the two of us, so it's like, I don't know. I just want the pan to start getting hot.
In the toaster oven, we have some,
what is that? Onion rings?
Onion rings.
So I really wish you guys could smell this. There's something amazing about this. But there's definitely something that can be overpowering if you're not careful.
Let me show you the ingredients.
Read it in case it's not focused.
No, it's focused.
Okay.
It might be actually just the mushroom powder.
Yeah.
It's not a funky, but it's like a.
It is. I think you're
yeah.
Is
that the right word? Funky
smell to it.
But that's
but
the so-called truffle. Yeah. But it's
or
mushroom.
whatever they're making as a truffle. I don't know. I don't want to say I don't like it, but there's a smell that it's more like you have to be careful with it. So, like I said, I'm only gonna do one side.
Yeah, you're doing it very light. If we like it, we can always put it on after. If you're like, oh, I want a little more of that.
Well, I'll just know to prepare it better with that one, but I want to be able to control it, so.
Controller.
Easy drink. Now all I need is the pan to start smoking. Put the meat in. So the pan is basically smoking now, so I'm ready to put the meat in. I use the splash guard from time to time, but the thing is, it also, when I cover it, what ends up happening is it kind of steams it.
Yeah, it traps.
So I kind of just use it to protect myself, like a shield, especially if Kellan runs in here and like wants to investigate. So I'm gonna take that out for now. Have that with me. All right, here we go. Away from myself, of course.
Are you gonna press this?
Yeah, I'm still gonna press down on it.
You have the press? You have the press?
Yeah, use a spatula.
You have it?
No. Usually with steak, they tell you leave it alone, and I do that. I leave it alone. But I am gonna try to simulate like a smash burger style. So I'm just gonna kind of press down on it. I know to you culinary trained people, I might have made a severe mistake, but we're gonna see how it comes out. This is the smash burger style of, trying to press down the burger, and I don't mind the patty being a little more flat. So I'm gonna see if a minute is enough time before I flip. It's been obviously down longer than a minute because it took me a couple seconds to get that thing.
Wow, look at that sear.
But that's a good color. Could use a little bit more, but I got a little bit more here on this side, but that's cool.
So he's gonna do 2 minutes on the timer now. We're gonna press start.
And I might do a minute and a half or to 2 minutes, but we'll see. I just make sure I leave it alone. And just let it spread the oil all over the stove that I just cleaned, but straight up. Now, the only issue that I have with this is I am not the greatest at this. So these are the 2 patties that obviously went in first. I have space for at least a 3rd patty right now, but I don't want to crowd them, and I don't want to confuse myself on what timer is going on for what. So even though I kind of have the space, I might end up just leaving it alone. I'm going to ask for another cast iron pot for Father's Day. Bam! Alright, so we're almost at the 2-minute mark. I am slightly turning it down a little bit as time progresses, because this first one, I don't want the second batch to go in and burn, but cast iron is weird. It takes a while to heat up and it cools down relatively quickly, as my impression. So let's take a look at what we have going on. I kind of like that. And after my experience the other day with the medium burger at the place that we had, if you didn't watch that vlog, go back and watch it. I'm pretty satisfied with what I have going on here. So the patties are ready to come out. I'm being totally honest, I really think that we can do the 2 patties, but at worst case scenario, what I'll end up doing is if it's too thick, I'll probably just put up these for lunch tomorrow. So put this one down. I just made a cardinal mistake. So my pot is hot, but my oil isn't, and I still put it in too early. So there you go. Just made a new mistake. Yeah, I added oil and then put the steak right in instead of waiting for that new oil to get hot. Minute 30 on this side. And leave it alone. I'm pretty confident this burger is gonna be good. Let's get the cheese out though. We're using sharp cheddar Tillamook.
Because I'm in only 15, but
that's good. That's perfect. Publix brioche bread. How much time leaves? Oh, perfect. One more flip. Patty should be good. But these I won't put cheese on in case we realize that one burger really is enough. And that's it. Clean up after yourself.
Yep, clean up. Look at the stove.
Clean up.
You saw the clean stove, now look at it. I am plating for dinner, toasting the brioche bun, and then it's din time. You see the time of night? This is time we eat.
The good thing is the kitchen is virtually clean at this point. It's not perfect, but it's pretty much cleaned down. Like, this is to be started in the dishwasher. Add some juice for tonight, for his morning juice and stuff, and we're good. Like, we're not going to be like cleaning up anything excessively other than the plates that we're about to use, which makes cleanup a little easier. If you ever had to clean up buying a toddler, you know that the other side of the room is probably tore up from the floor up. So it might not be the premium burgers that I was really going for, the gourmet style, but I am pretty confident this is going to come out really well. Of course, I could have did mushrooms and all of that, but we're just going simple. Simple brioche bun, Tillamook sharp cheddar cheese, and the cube steak with some onion rings that were made in the toaster oven, so at least we kind of saved on the oil there. This burger already in progress.
Okay, so Jen always does an amazing job of cooking, like seasoning the burger. This is how it looks. Everything is kind of seared into the meat, but with the brioche bread, it's really good. The cut of the steak, I'm not really sure because it's not dry, but
I think I shouldn't have pressed it.
Do you think
trying to make it flat?
But
I should have just left it.
I'm telling you, the taste of it is really good. It's just, I think it could have been a moister cut of meat.
Yeah, I think it's already not like a super like expensive cut of meat, so I should have just kind of left it. It's not overly dry, but it is drier than I would have wanted. The seasoning came out really well, and the brioche and the sharp cheddar are complementing really well. So overall, only thing that I would change next time I make this, maybe take it off like maybe 20 seconds quicker, and I won't press it, and we'll see. So when I cook the other two that I have in there, I'll know that for next time. But everything is complementing it. I'm happy.
We're happy.
My drink. We're about to look at
some homes on Caleb Shaw.
It's a YouTuber that we follow. It's funny to watch the real estate agents. They're not like, oh my God, the market has changed, but you can tell there's a shift, a paradigm shift that's kind of slowly starting to take place. We're also seeing like houses, some different things happening with houses.
I've seen a lot of price drops.
Yeah, they're not huge price drops, but they're not increasing either. And we're seeing more houses in areas that we're interested, like available. I haven't seen anything in Dr. Phillips come up yet, but.
Thank you, Chef. It's wonderful when you can kind of just leave it all to him to cook. So whoever is the cooker in your family, whenever it's like the person that doesn't cook, they got to do it. It's like, man, this is great. This is how it is. I should make him cook a little bit more. But I will say, I'm not going to be one of those. I will say Dan is really good about stepping up and saying like, okay, tonight I'm going to cook. What do you need help with? If it's like the mashed potatoes, if I say like I want to do mashed potatoes, he's really good about that.
How?
Alright guys, we're gonna eat now.
How?
Eat and watch a movie. We're gonna watch the Caleb Shaw and then we're gonna watch a movie.
Love, I think it's one of a kind. There's something special about your love. I want it all.